Hi guys, so today I come to you with another tag video for kind of this new thing I want to call like Tag Friday, because I plan to do tags every Friday, even though I am not actually tagged probably for most of the tags I do at all. I just like doing tags now. I think they're very, very fun. So I'm excited to do this tag today. Today I'll be doing the mid-year book freakout tag, and I believe this was started by Read Like Wildfire on YouTube. And the basic thing for this tag is it is a tag all about the books you've read in 2015 so far. And I really like the idea of this tag, even though it's kind of mid-year. I mean, September is kind of in that mid-year range, but not really. But I'll still do it anyway. I think it'll be really, really cool. So let's get on with the first question. The first question is, what is the best book you've read in 2015 so far? And I've been talking about this book so much lately, so it's kind of obvious it's going to be for this question, and that is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I'm still like fangirling over this book. I love it so much, and there's no question it's my favorite book of this year as of right now. I really love it, really recommend it. Will reread it again sometime. I'm just really love it. Still love it, even though it's been like a month after I've read it. Second question is best sequel you've read in 2015. And this is kind of a very unpopular pick, but I picked Miss Mayhem by Rachel Hawkins. This is the sequel to Rebel Belle. A lot of people actually didn't like this sequel, but I really liked it. I didn't like it as much as the first one, but I liked it more than other people do. I feel like it had so much drama in it, and I love drama in books. I love conflict. I love all that stuff, so I didn't really have that much of a problem with it at all. So I just love the sequel. It's definitely my favorite sequel I've read this year as of right now. The third question is a new release you have not read yet. And for that, I chose Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. I can't read this book right now really soon because I am still only on Throne of Glass, so it's gonna be a while until I get to this book. I don't know when. Hopefully one of these months I'll just binge read this whole series, but yeah, it's gonna be a while till I read this one, but it is being talked about so much, I feel really left out. So I just need to like buzz through this series sometime soon so I can get to this one. Number 4 question is most anticipated release for the remainder of the year. And I chose Library of Souls by Ransom Riggs. This is the third book in the Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children series. I've actually only read the first book in this series. I need to read the second book, but I am really excited to have Library of Souls on hand for me to continue through the series. And I believe this comes out on the 22nd of this month, so I won't have to wait long at all. Number 5 is your biggest disappointment, and I went with All the Rage by Courtney Summers. The synopsis of this book, it sounded like something I would like because it's a contemporary book, which I love those, of course, but it also is supposed to be a thriller book. So contemporary and thriller, those are like two of my favorite genres ever. So combined, I'm like, this could be just like golden to me, but I did not like it at all. I mean, I give it like a 2 out of 5 stars. I mean, it wasn't like mega bad, but there were a lot of parts of it I didn't like. I thought it was boring. I wasn't interested in any of the characters, so this was a huge disappointment for me, and I'm still sad that I didn't like it, but yeah, it was disappointing. The next question is your biggest surprise, and I went with a manga for this one, and I chose Your and My Secret. This is a book that really caught me by surprise. I wasn't sure if I was really gonna like it, but I ended up really liking it. As I've said before, my Booktubeathon wrap-up, I read this during Booktubeathon, and I really liked it, and I'm glad I chose it for that readathon because I just flew through it. It was a total surprise. The next question is, what is your new favorite author? And this could be a debut author or a new-to-you author. And I went with Colleen Hoover. I've only read Ugly Love by her. I have not read any of her other books, but I really want to. And I think she just has a really beautiful and really lyrical writing style. She's just really, really talented with her writing. So I definitely want to read the rest of her books. I actually have all of her books. I just, for some reason, have not gotten to them yet. So I need to get on to those really, really soon. And the next question is your newest fictional crush. And I believe this was in another tag video I did, this question. So it's the same answer. And that is Tamlin from A Court of Thorns and Roses. I love this character. He's amazing. I wish he was real. Yeah, I just really, really like him. And he is like my biggest fictional crush right now for sure. Next is, what is your favorite character? And that is a really, really difficult question. Should not even be in this tag because I have a lot of favorite characters, but I did choose one of them, and that is Jacob from the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I like this character. I think he's very relatable for myself, at least. I think we kind of have the same personality going on. He's kind of really reserved and doesn't really put himself out there a lot, and I think by that I feel like I can have like a connection to him in some way. So I really like this character, and I can't wait to finish the series and find out more about him. Next, we have to pick a book that made you cry. And I have 2 books that made me cry this year. One of them was Ugly Love. That book definitely made me cry. And another one, and this is the last book I finished recently, was Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma. I'm literally like still in kind of a hangover from this book. I can't even like talk about it without crying, I swear. After I finished this, it literally left me depressed for like 2 days. Not even joking. I still am having a hard time coming to terms of what happened in this book. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop there before I start crying again because it was bad. It made me cry really, really bad. Next is a book that made you happy, and I have 2 answers for this one. The first is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. This whole book just has a lot of happiness in it. It's definitely made me happy while reading it, put me in a good mood while reading it, and I just really, really loved it. And the next one I have is Everything Everything by Nicola Yu. Especially at the end of this book, it just made me feel so happy. It made me feel happy for the characters and everything. It was really, really good. Loved it. Definitely made me feel a lot of joy. Next is a kind of interesting question, and this is your favorite video you did this year. I have a lot of good videos I feel like I did this year. I think my favorite one though is the playlist book tag. I had so much fun filming that video. I definitely want to do it again sometime. If you have not seen that video, I'll have it linked like on the video somewhere or down below. I just really, really loved making that, and I cannot wait to do it again. And the next question is the most beautiful book you've bought this year. There was no doubt in my mind that Entwined by Heather Dixon is the most beautiful book I bought this year, because I mean, just look at this. Just take a few seconds to appreciate the gorgeousness that is this cover, because it literally makes me cry. It is so beautiful. Can't even take it. I did buy this. This was a total cover buy. I got this for the cover alone. It's so beautiful. And this is actually a retelling of, I think it's called The 12 Dancing Princesses, which I'm not familiar with that story, but I do want to read this really, really bad since it is a retelling, and I like retellings, and I just want to read it because of the cover, because it's absolutely stunning. And the last question is, what books do you want to finish by the end of the year? And for this, I actually have 2 series that I want to finish before the end of the year. The first one is the Rest of the Gone series. So I have Plague, Fear, and Light. So those are 3 books. I'm really surprised I haven't finished this yet, because for one, this is like my favorite series ever, and I haven't even gotten back to it in like 3 months. It's been less than 3 months, like 2 months. I just really need to get back on with this series, and I'll definitely have it finished by the end of the year. And the other series I want to finish by the end of the year is the Throne of Glass series. I'm still reading Throne of Glass, but I also need to get to, these are so heavy, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire, and Queen of Shadows. So these are really big books, but hopefully I'll have them finished by the end of the year because I really want to have this series completed soon. And that is all the questions I have. If you'd like to do this video, I will tag every one of you because I enjoyed it. And I will also have the original tag video to this in the description bar if you want to see that too. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!